กลับมาติดตามหัวข้อสุดท้ายของวันนี้กันนะคะสถานการณ์ในปัจจุบันนั้นจะทำให้เรามีร่างกายแข็งแรงอย่างไรและเรื่องของการรักษาการเว้นระยะห่างนะคะก็เป็นประเด็นที่เราจะมาติดตามตลอดจนการทำงานทางไกลหรือว่า Remote Work จะมีแนวทางอย่างไรในช่วงนี้นะคะเราก็ได้รับเกียรติจากสปีกเกอร์ซึ่งเป็นชาวต่างประเทศนะคะท่านเป็น CEO ของบริษัท Labs ค่ะก็จะมาบรรยายให้เราได้ฟังกันนะคะ Alright, moving on to the last and final topic of the day, how mixed reality helps us stay healthy, cure social distancing, and enable remote work. We are very happy and delighted to be joined by the CEO of Labs, Mr. Shmeg Bunitsky, who will kindly tell us more information about this topic. Mr. Bunitsky?
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you doing?
Thank you. Very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for joining.
Yeah, so pleasure is mine, really. And I really feel honored to be here with you and maybe to share with you some information or some of my experience about how we can fight with the situation that we have right now with the mixed reality, or just with all this bunch of technology that really can help us into everyday's life. So yes, maybe as you asked me, I will tell you just a few words about me, what I'm doing right now, and how I get here. So right now I am CEO of Labs, which is a company that brings mixed reality to the laboratory and also medicine area. But I work with the virtual reality, augmented reality, IT stuff, mixed reality for more than a few years now. One of my teams was working with Google on the first environment for developers of augmented reality. It was like long time ago for this kind of brand, for this branch of business. So I'm in the business quite a long time. So, and we also made a few nice implementations working for our customers. So I think I got quite a big experience on that. So that's why I'm here probably. And what I would like today to talk about and to talk with you about is how this mixed reality helps us to stay healthy, to fight with the social distancing at work. Probably I would like to focus mostly on this job and work context more than on social after work. But also I would like to just also say a few things about how we can safely work remotely, which is also very important in everyday's life right now. So that's for the beginning. Can we start the presentation, or maybe you have some questions additional? Yeah, I probably think we can start. Yes, if it's possible, please confirm to me. Okay, so yeah, so let me start. So first, I would like to ask you. Probably you've already seen something which is like VR, augmented reality, and mixed reality, but what is the difference and how it works together? So virtual reality was the first step in the technology that moved us to some kind of not present in the not a normal environment, like more virtual, which was used on this closed goggles. And it really works great all the time, especially when we talk about trainings, about gaming. It really works well. But then what we found out is that very important, very useful can be augmented reality. Okay, so augmented reality you probably know from Pokemon Go, for example, when you can see something which is not real on the screen of your telephone or tablet, and that's pretty much about it. But of course the usage of the augmented reality is much wider. But there is something which is much more important and useful, and this is mixed. This is called mixed reality. What is mixed reality? Mixed reality is the fact, in fact, the joining all these ways of communicating by computer, normal screen, by virtual screen, but augmenting the non-real things in the real context, but also joining all these elements with AI, with cloud services, and with IoT information from the various system. And what it brings to the user, it's giving the right information in the right time, in the very specific and correct way, with usage of this probably the most important augmentation. Let's take a look at this example from Microsoft. This is just a short movie. I can show it. I can send it to you a link later. But what it shows, it's like a various implementation, various usage of goggles with augmented reality. And this kind of goggles we also use in Holo4 labs when we build systems for laboratories. And what it gives is to be present in the laboratory, for example, but also to see, as you can see in the movie, all the important information. So maybe I would show you on quite live business example how our system works. But what I would like to encourage you is to think about also the other applications of such systems, because there are quite similar use cases in every kind of interaction, either if we are in the laboratory or in the hospital or working on the border, or even if we connect to our customers selling some kind of goods or making some presentation of the for example, vacation offer. It makes people much closer to each other, and it makes you closer to your user, to your customer. How we do it is like this. Like every industry, just briefly what I said, it's connected to this slide. Whatever people need right now is more safety, especially with the COVID times. It's more effectiveness when doing the job, also partly remotely. They would like to be agile, which we also felt when, for example, our customers, laboratories, had to change the procedures, how they work, in just a few days. Yeah, and they had to set up a new procedures for the same people and train them very, very fast. So this kind of agility is very, very important nowadays. And it is possible when we use virtual reality and mixed reality systems to help people to be trained faster. And it's very easy to make a remote work with this kind of solutions. So, as I said, maybe I will come back to this slide. So every industry has quite similar needs. In our case, it doesn't matter if we talk to a smaller company, a smaller laboratory, or the bigger one, like even the biggest, having 600 branches all over the world. They have quite similar challenges, just the scope is bigger. So what we do is we use the virtual interface. So we use the, let's say, infinite screen that you can show the information to the laboratory employees. And we are with our customers, with these laborants, in every part of their job, every time when they need an information. So we go with them step by step to all the procedures. So it really works like this. Every laboratory starts and works with with something which is called sample, the samples that are being tested. So what we do is we give the laboratory employee first the view of the task list. It's so easy and so important to not to have to go to the computer or some kind of equipment or the smartphone and to check what should I do next. So we screen the task list, and what you see here, these are the holograms that the employee sees on this on the glasses, and of course he sees everything around him or around her in the same time. So the task list is one very important thing. The second is these are the procedures. This is very interesting part because all our businesses are just a procedure. You should do something, then you should do something, and then you should do something. And these procedures are not really easy these days because they can have like multiple steps, 20, 50, 100 steps. And it's hard to remember what to do step by step. With this kind of systems, as we use, we can say, okay, in this step, you have to, for example, make a test, put some sample on the weight. You have to put the information about the weight to the systems, and it can be done for 2 ways, for example, for more than 2 ways, but the two main ways. First, if the weight is connected by IoT to the system, the information from the weight, they can go directly to the system. But if it's not connected as an IoT equipment, we can just screen the keyboard, as you can see here, and just put the number into the system. So that is how we can enhance the work and make it more efficient and less error proof, which is also very, very important, especially when we talk about medical and laboratory sector. And then you just can say next step, and the system shows you the next step of what you should do, which is really, really so useful for people. What we can do more is we can very easily work together remotely. So that means that if you have to take part of the team to remote work, for example, some kind of analytics job or back office job, then with just the 2 clicks, we can connect to the person on the computer, and the person sees everything what the person in the laboratory sees. Because our glasses, the HoloLens, Microsoft HoloLens glasses, in fact, they have cameras in front, so they can show exactly what you see. It is very useful and very often used when we talk about trainings, when the one person that is training a new procedure can screen the information to 100 people sitting in their homes behind their laptops and learn. They can use it as a help of more experienced colleague, some kind of manager. But what is very important also for the laboratories, they can use it also for the audit purposes. So they can connect to the customers, and even if the customer does not want to go to their site, because it's, for example, a doctor that have a great knowledge, but he should not make too much risk to be in a few places and to meet many patients. They can just see exactly what the personnel is seeing. So this is great because you just take the glasses, click and connect to the supervisor, and it works very well for the laboratories as well. So what is also next step, I would say, because the functionalities that I've screened so far, these are just few chosen functionalities of what Holo4 Labs does. We also make a samples search in the archive. We use special procedures to calibrate the equipment, and we screen in the 3D and the holograms on the equipment. We screen, for example, information how to calibrate this equipment. So it's extremely useful. But of course, we are not stopping on this area. We're going much further. We integrated the information with the system, with the laboratory information management systems. And we go even further, and you probably will have opportunity to listen to my colleague in 2 days on Thursday, talking about Holo4 Triage, which is more direct connected to the usage for the borders and for the hospitals, when we also use the same technology and almost the same advantages that I just show you within the hospital and everyday work of a personnel in the hospital and the doctors. I mean, the lower staff, that is, for example, taking care of the patients when they come in, like, let's say, onboarding the patient, and then by the doctor when he works with the patient and he needs the information. For example, he does not have to go and see the screen with MRI. He just can click and say, okay, I have this patient, show me the MRI, and just see it see all the information on the big screen without going out from his bed. So this mixed reality makes us, or gives us so many important and useful information that, well, it's very thrilling for us that we do this. And I would say that that's something that I wanted to start with, and if you will be interested, I can also answer to some of your question, because there is much more about what's happening in the area of augmented reality and mixed reality, especially for the medicine and laboratory market. So thank you very much for that part. If you would like to connect with me, please feel free. The easiest is to find me on LinkedIn, which is the business platform used in Europe, but also through our Facebook page or to our website, or just to the email. You can see it here below, which probably be easier to make a screenshot, because my name is not easy to pronounce if you're not Polish. Or you can always find me on the telephone. So that's about it, and well, I would like to answer for your question if you have one.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Szmek-Bunitsky. Thank you for sharing the interesting details with us. Thank you. เอาละค่ะทั้งหมดนี้ก็คือประเด็นที่เราได้นำเสนอมาตลอดทั้งวันนะคะในวันแรกของการจัดงาน Startup Thailand and Innovation Thailand Expo 2020 ค่ะแต่ว่างานนั้นจัดขึ้นตลอดต่อเนื่องจนถึงวันที่ 4 กันยายนนี้เลยนะคะเพราะฉะนั้นเนี่ยในวันพรุ่งนี้ยังมีประเด็นต่างๆที่น่าสนใจอีกมากมายตลอดทั้งวันใครสนใจนะคะในธีมหลักๆที่เรานำเสนอไม่ว่าจะเป็นเรื่องของ Feed the World นะคะเรื่องของ Touchless Economy เรื่องของ Tourism and Entertainment Rebound เนี่ยพรุ่งนี้มีเนื้อหาให้ติดตามกันค่ะก็อย่าลืมนะคะแวะเวียนมากันได้ตั้งแต่ช่วงเช้าประมาณ 10 นาฬิกานะคะเราจะมีการนำเสนอหัวข้อแรกค่ะแต่ในวันนี้เนี่ยนะคะก็ฝากอีกหนึ่งกิจกรรมหลักของงาน Startup Thailand and Innovation Thailand Expo นะคะซึ่งก็จะเกิดขึ้นในอีกไม่กี่นาทีข้างหน้านี้นะคะประมาณ 18 นาฬิกาค่ะก็คือเป็นเกมโชว์เคสนะคะจากเหล่านักออกแบบเกมไทยนั่นเองค่ะใครที่เป็นแฟนเกมนั้นติดตามกันนะคะ 6 โมงเย็นค่ะแต่สำหรับวันนี้ในเวทีของฟอรัมก็หมดเวลาแต่เพียงเท่านี้นะคะลากันไปก่อนแล้วก็เจอกันใหม่ในวันพรุ่งนี้สวัสดีค่ะ